Hey guys, so this is the beginning of the build. Just been really busy with real life stuff. Haven't had a chance to get to this, but I need to get to this though because it's been sitting here for such a long time. It's about the middle of summer, and I want to get it done. I want to have at least the middle of summer into the fall to enjoy the bike, and also to make sure I'm doing this correctly. I need to get started on this. So I'm gathering the tools right now. So I have my voltmeter or multimeter here. Um, got a plier. This is Allen wrench for the nuts that I'm using, or sorry, the bolts I'm using to clamp the two tabs together. And then so I got this thing, which is a metal sheet um, cutter or a hole puncher. So this is the hole punch right here. This is for the eyelets that it comes with, but I'm not using the eyelets. I'm actually using nuts and bolts. Uh, uh, Again, this is the BMS that I'm using. So this is battery negative, and then this is powered positive. This is the source negative, and these are the BMS balance lines. Um, so one of the questions I have is how am I going to join the battery negative to the actual tabs themselves. I still need to figure that out, how I'm going to do that. The way that I've seen one YouTuber do it, Joe Garcia, is he actually soldered them to there, like that, so there's like 3 points of contact. I think that's a good idea, but I'm not sure how to do that. I have never soldered before. I'm wondering if there's like a mechanical way for me. Maybe I can punch. So this is the battery I'm starting to work on. This I checked the voltage. This is 3.59. This is 3.59. This one also is 3.59. I haven't removed it yet. Actually, let me put the tape back on there. So I'm gonna get these. These are the actual pouches. Uh, they're LGN 2.1, 3.7 volts, 60 amps. Yeah, 60 amp hours each. They're big batteries. They're powerful batteries. So this is the case. I removed the case. It's pretty easy. You just use a screwdriver, or you just use a Phillips screwdriver and gently pry open the case. And then there's gonna be because the way that they orient the cells in there is positive positive, negative negative. So you gotta separate out the cells, and the cells are binded together by like a double-sided cushion kind of cell separator that's sticky on both sides. So you have to gently pry that apart. Make sure you don't puncture the cell or anything like that. So I got that apart. So this is going to be the main negative here, which I covered with electrical tape and also a piece of cardboard. Um, Let me show you how I'm doing the actual joining of the tabs. And luckily it's actually not too difficult. Well, for this one, there's plenty of tab, because one of the concerns I had was that there wasn't gonna, because these came off of a system. They're never, supposedly they're new. They're really never cycled. Sorry for the cat going crazy. But yeah, let me take off the tape real quick and show you how I'm joining it. So this is the way I joined. I punched two holes using this puncher. So you just go in there and punch it. Um, I think two is enough because the tab itself is not very wide. And so I just have a 8, it's called like a size 8 bolt. And this is 3/8, so the smallest bolt I can find. And this is a regular nut. This is a regular nut as well. And just kind of just binded them together like that. I think that should be sufficient. It's pretty sturdy. I think contacts made around all of them. And the way I'm going to do the BMS is, so the BMS, the first positive should go. Where am I doing? Okay, yeah, the first positive should be right here. So I'm just going to take the BMS wire, strip out some of the wires here, and just going to wrap it around one of these nuts and tighten it. Wrap it around, tie it, probably, whatever. Just make sure it's secure. And I'm just gonna tighten down the nut around it, and that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I don't think I need to do a ring terminal because this seems kind of stupid because I just need because this is literally better than a ring terminal, and these wires are super thin too. So anyway, that's the way I'm doing it. So obviously, when you're working with the batteries, once you make I'm gonna put the tape. I'll put a new piece of tape back on there, and then I'm gonna also separate it by a piece of cardboard too. So, main negative, first connection, and then I'm gonna take this guy out here and put one over here, and cover this one up, and then cover that one up, and then put one more cell on top of that. So there's 4 cells. So there's 4S, 1P, and then after that I should be good. And then after that I need to figure out how I'm gonna join. I'm gonna attach. Wow, it's hot as hell. It's like 90 degrees outside in this garage, so I want to get out of here as soon as possible. I need to figure out how I'm gonna put this onto there, like how to do it. If I if I punch 2 holes in there and then lay this wire on top of there like that, I'm wondering if I can just make like a bolt or something like that, or something to kind of just attach it on there. I don't know. Or I can punch a hole and then maybe it'll fit in there. I can just wire loop it in for one side, and then yeah, I could do that too. Maybe I could strip the wire completely, and then if this fits, I need to check the eyelet. Do I even have? Yeah, I have the eyelet. Yeah, I have. 1 second. So let's see if this actually fits in there. Come on, baby, let's fit in there. That would be so easy to do. Yeah, it actually fits. So the hose that I punch will actually be, this is an 8 gauge wire, so it will actually be the size of this wire. So what I could do is I could actually punch 2 or 3 holes in there, strip this wire down, whatever wire I'm using, strip it down all the way, kind of, you know, put one loop through down, one loop through up, one loop through down, and then that's it basically. And then after that I can just kind of maybe do some soldering and then tape it up heavily. Also obviously prevent the end. Use type of bolt system to prevent one of the end from slipping, and I think that should be good enough. I think for the obviously I need to bolt it on there somehow at the very end, because I just don't want to kind of loop it into there, and then just have it pull out if the BMS becomes loose or something like that. Don't want that to happen. But yeah, I think that's actually not too bad of a way to do it. Um, Now I just gotta put a clamp on top of it somehow. Hopefully with a bolt or something like that, and then just tape it up, and I think that should be good to go. But anyway, that's the update. I like this. I like the system. I'm just kind of verified it with some people. Make sure that I'm doing that correctly, and then get the other 2 on top of here. And then by the end of this weekend, I want to get one of these cells done correctly and test it. And I also test the voltage. So I'm not going to test it again because I already taped up that end. But it's the combined voltage. So now it is in series. So just to recap, I need to mix that a little bit. Series is negative to positive, negative to positive. So positive to negative. So basically, it's opposite of parallel. So that's the update. Hope everyone's doing well, and I'll give another update. Hopefully by the end of this week I'll have this all done, and then once I get that system mastered, I think it will be extremely easy to do the rest of the 4 to get that done. I do need to get some solder because I'm planning to put the BMS like right there, right after I build up the system or build up the 4 cells. So I need a oh, and also I have these leads here. So I have these XT90 pig and with pigtails, male connectors. Is this male? Female? Female? Maybe female. I keep forgetting what it is. But anyway, I have these connectors. So this is power. This is source, or this is load negative. So this will go right there, and then this is the main negative, this would go wherever. This is the main positive. This would go over to the positive then. So let's see how it would go. So this will be might be a little bit tricky. So okay, let's think about this a little bit. So this is battery negative that goes there, right? And I don't want to use like more wire than I have to. So that's because that's enough space for that. So that's negative. That goes to that right there, and then so then there will be another one on top of there, to there, there to there, another one on top of there to there. So then the other one would be right there. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. So the other terminal should be the positive terminal should be over here, which will give obviously this is plenty of wire here to do the interweaving and get that all done. So yeah, that makes sense, right? So it's two other on top, so one connection there, and then one connection back. So, yeah, so that's good. So I don't need to actually solder any. Well, I do need to solder this and this together. Like I want to do it properly. But yeah, not just probably just maybe one or two. There's probably just one solder job. It's no, sorry, not one. Yeah, probably just no two. Yeah, probably just one solder job is necessary here to get that done. But anyway, that's the update, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's get this done. I still haven't ordered the motor for this bike yet, so that's gonna be a problem. Um, I'm thinking I might just buy a new motor, and also I think I know how I'm gonna do the cyclone. So I've been told by Sick Bike Parts that people don't use the PAS system. There is a PAS system on the cyclone. You need to access it with the app, which I have. But the problem is that it's only one level, so you have to set the level. But I think I can do this correctly because I think I can use the brake. So I'll get the electric brake, this cutoff, right? And I'll only use one of them. I'll put that on this side here, or sorry, on this side, or whatever side. Actually, probably this side. Well, this makes sense because this traditionally the clutch is on this side of the bike, but then there's nothing here on this side. So because there's already the gear changer here, but traditionally on a motorcycle the clutch is on this side. So I was thinking about just making a electric clutch. So when I need to navigate really slowly around objects or something like that, right? I can just pull in the clutch, right? And that will act as a switch off the motor, and I can just pedal as a regular bike. And then once I'm away, I can just let go of the clutch and then start pedaling, and then the PS should kick in. Because obviously, if you have one PS level, it's kind of dangerous to go from like when you're slowly going around cars and your PAS level is set at 20 miles per hour, right? It's gonna be pretty dangerous. So I need a way to quickly disconnect the motor. I guess I could do it with the kill switch or just turn off the. I could do that too. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to do that because there is a. Here, I'll show you. On the cycle, actually, never mind. There isn't. Sorry, not the cycle. There isn't a kill switch, so I can't do that. So yeah, I'll do the electronic clutch, but the clutch should go on this side. But I have the gear change on this side because it's going to be a half throttle on this side, and this rate is going to push it in this way. So I guess I'll put the clutch. Yeah, this is going to be strange because obviously traditionally the motorcycle outer brake it's on this side right here, or it's on the, it's on your foot pegs, um, or it's on sorry it's on this side here. So you press down on your leg to brake. So that's going to, and I need to have the clutch. I think that's the key to making the Cyclone usable as a PAS system is to have that electronic clutch. But anyway, that's a little bit probably further ahead. Let's get this done and let's get okay. This weekend we'll get this done.